Hi. I saw a movie film today that I want to talk about. I saw the film called Plane, which has just come out in cinemas over here a few days ago. And it's got Gerard Butler and Mike Coulter in it, better known as Luke Cage. And I see a lot of people making fun of like the title and that because it's a bit of a silly title, and I thought that as well. But whatever. It's a title, and titles are hard. I think I saw the poster and I saw Plane. No, that's the Luke Cage guy, and I thought Gerard Butler's done pretty standard action films and that for a while. So I've not really seen anything he's done for a while because just your bog standard action films don't really appeal to me that much. Uh, so I thought I'll probably give this one a miss. And then I saw a trailer for it a couple of times at the cinema, and then I was like, actually, that looks pretty cool. It looks like a pretty good action movie. So I thought I'll go check that out. And it is funny in the trailer when it's pretty cool and dramatic, and then it just goes plain, and it's just like. But having watched the film, I can go, actually, yeah, plane's a pretty good title. You just don't know what else you call it really. Titles are hard. So yeah, but yeah, I thought I'll go in. I'll watch this, and I thought it'd be pretty decent time probably. I'll watch it and I'll enjoy it. I'd imagine. But it turned out to be pretty good. Like a lot better than I was expecting. And I thought I'd like it, and I heard it's a pretty fun time, and I thought but I really enjoyed it. I like Gerard Butler. He's in this role. I can't speak for anything else he's done recently because I've not seen him for a while, but I imagine he's probably kind of the same kind of guy in a lot of things, which is fine if that's what works. And he's pretty likable as the main character in this, and you believe he's a fairly tough guy, but he's not like he's not like a super soldier or a secret agent or anything. He's just a guy doing his job, and And then you've got Mike Coulter, who's a guy with a bit of a mysterious past, and he's the guy who's the serious guy. So you're like, right, okay, and yeah, pretty simple setup, but like I say, I really enjoyed it. I think the best thing about it, I think, is that it's a 15 rated film, which I quite like because they could probably have easily kind of cut it down to like a 12A and took a few bits out, but it's like no, it's not overly violent or anything, but there's some bits that make you go ooh, make you wince a little bit. And yeah, so they didn't shy away from it, but like I say, I think I liked just some of the action scenes. It's like some of the fight scenes and stuff, and there's not too many. There's not more than one of one kind of scene, if that makes sense. There's a bit of hand to hand combat. There's a bit of sneaky kind of combat, and there's fair bit of gunfighting and stuff, but in different kind of scenarios and that. So there was no time where I was like, okay, this is getting a bit tedious now. It's always just a little bit different, and it's placed in quite nicely. But there's a fight again, no spoilers, but there's a fight with Jared Butler and a guy, and like it's just like really like just you're just right in there, and everything's just solid, and it's just like and you're like, oh man, I can really feel all of this. Like, ouch. That's just a fight. There's nothing fancy here. They're just laying into each other, which is pretty cool. And then and it's all just kind of all the people get shot in this movie, and like they get shot. They hit the wall behind them and stuff like that. But I think that another strength was that it's just kind of it takes itself quite seriously and not in a bad way. Like there's not, I think a lot of like modern action films, they tend to be a little bit too nudge nudge wink wink. Like they kind of go, hey, you're watching a movie, and it's just like, or they can sometimes like underscore themselves with a little silly joke. And there's a bit of levity in this, and the characters have quite good sort of back and forth, and especially at the beginning of the film where everything's a bit more normal. It's just people doing their jobs on a plane, hence the title, Plane. But yeah, they and there's a little bit of that, and you kind of get to know the characters and that. But then when it's serious, it's pretty serious, and I was kind of it's quite tense and that, and I was kind of going, oh, you know, I didn't want anything bad to happen to the characters, which is I think is always a mark of a good film where you want the good guys to succeed. And like some of the passengers on the aforementioned plane are just they're just knobs, and like they're kind of obviously they're meant to be, and it's quite satisfying to see the mixture of different people, and you kind of go, I don't want anything bad to happen to all these passengers, but those two, I wouldn't mind so much, that'll be fine. But then also, they're not bad guys, they're just annoying. But yeah, so I always think that is, like I say, a mark of a good film is when I actually want the good guys to succeed. I don't like just I don't not care about them kind of thing, which is nice. And you kind of get, I want this guy to to, save people on that. But yeah, I I had a really good time with it. I really enjoyed it more so than I thought it would, and it just feels like a good old fashioned movie. You know, it's not part of a series or a franchise. It's not, you know, as far as I know, it's not a remake of any kind. I don't think it is anyway. And it's just it's just a good old fashioned, enjoyable, relatively short, under 2 hour movie, and it's just just a little action movie like you get, back in the 80s or 90s, and just you just watch it, you enjoy it, and you go, oh, I had a great time. So yeah, go see it if you want. If that all sounds good, I think you'll like it, whoever you are. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in 3 months. I'll do another review. Cheers.